concept of accountability from all elected officers. All elected officers. The revolution for Nigeria is not going to be by violence. Violence have been tried severally, it has failed. So it's not about violence. It's about tactics. So there must be accountability from the local government chairman to the elected senators to the House of Reps to the National Assembly, State Assembly. There must be accountability for those youths who have the ability to investigate and sniff around, to gather information. When they gather information as though, in an investigative way, they should throw it out so that the section or the area where those information are needed to be worked upon, the youths that are there, the guys that are there can pick it up and, ask for accountability. Now, very bad, I must say this, Buhari took us way, way down. And I'm not making excuse for this government, but I think this government, what makes it, I might be wrong and I stand to be corrected, what makes it look as though they've not been able to get their bearing is how far Buhari took us down to. How far it took us down to. It's a pity. I feel so enraged with, this idea that it took us way, way back. But that's what it is. Another thing we need to consider is that our eyes are off our constitution. The constitution has made room for these leakages. The Salaries and Wages Commission and, all those institutions have been weakened, not necessarily by those who are running it, but by the documents that are on ground. If there is a space, a room, document constitutionally for those guys to have their SUVs, they will have it. Let's be frank with ourselves. Yes, we will talk, we will shout. But if that's what the Constitution demands that they get, you can't stop them from getting it. So how do we stop it? Let's get to the root of it. And what's the root? That's legal backing that they have to get that humongous money, to get that SUV. It must be changed. Once it's changed, everybody will fall in line. I'm trying to be fast, please. Forgive me. Number 7, pressure must be put on NLC. I see, if I look back at the NLC of Franco Kori and maybe a little bit of, our dear senator now, Mr. What's it called now? Oshomole. They held government by the jugular. And after Oshomole's reign, I guess that was the death of an NLC. Or perhaps when they were even broken into two. The NLC should be the one to champion the cause. Say, wait, you guys have a legal right to get this SUV. Yes, the salaries and whatever that has made room for you people to be able to buy it, yes. But morally, we are saying no. Show and lead by example. I'd like to stop here because of our time. Thank you very much. I hope this makes a little bit of sense. And finally, let me say this. The youth should, from what I have seen, should stop their idea and concept that the old ones, the old school, they know nothing. They should take cue. They should learn from them. It is what you learn, the little you are able to get, research, and you put with your own new school, that's what will make the difference. But when you throw the old wine away, you say, this one is useless. If they could do it, why didn't they get us here? You just discover that it's like a pig who is saying, Mommy, why is your nose long? The mother said, don't worry, give us time. After a while, say, hey, my dear son, what were you asking? Say, Mommy, don't worry, I now understand. It might turn up like that. Thank you very much. Have a lovely day, house.
All right, thank you so much for that comment. Okay, I'll read this one from Paul.